Tired of wiping on the same boss for hours?
Die, insect.
Can't seem to win against that new druid deck?
My thanks to you.
Are your teammates not standing on the payload?
Quit lollygagging. Get on the payload.
Well, grab a drink and pull up a chair. This is the Game Case Show, your Blizzard Entertainment podcast. Here are your hosts, Cuddles and Turarts.
Well, hello, hi, howdy, and welcome to episode 93 of the Game Case. I am Chris, also known as Cuddles, a Brewmaster monk on Airy Peak in the Convert to Raid Guild.
And I am Turarts, a Beast Mastery Hunter, also in the Convert to Raid Guild on Airy Peak server.
This week, we're going to talk a little bit about our weekend gaming, hopefully answer some questions from the Cuddle crew, and then we're going to be talking to a personality in Blizzard podcasting that I have looked up to, laughed with, and possibly totally fanboyed out about for years. The one, the only, the amazing, the slightly inappropriate Thyst. How are you doing tonight?
I was great until that intro, and now I feel amazing. Is amazing better than great? Like, is that a different tier of? Because I'm not sure.
I think
feel
so.
like it goes up on the scale.
Yeah. Okay. Then that's it. Thank you. Wow. I had no idea you felt that way about me. I'm nervous now. Oh, the pressure.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your extremely full schedule to come hang out with us tonight. Tell us a little bit, how was your week of life?
Full schedule. Honestly, I was trying to think of like what I've done this week IRL that is like not gaming, and all of it has sort of centralized around gaming because that's all I do. Besides wrangling various animals because I have them. I got Dream Daddy this week. I see you've been streaming some Dream Daddy as well. Oh, what do you think?
I absolutely love it.
Me too.
I think it is one of the. So as a bi guy, I have never had the answer to my daddy dating fantasies. Like, this has never been a thing in the video game world. I have had to play games where I've had to date small Asian girls. I've had to play games where I date women, and this is occasionally I think I played a game where I had to date overweight men, but they weren't fathers.
Right.
So it didn't fulfill something about the baby and the papoose. Just I don't know, something about the baby and the papoose.
I hear you. And the theme song? Oh my God.
They knocked that out of the park. Like I
They
can't
really
even I
did.
can't even make jokes about that.
No,
it was
it's just
incredible.
No, and like the tie-ins with like Game Grumps and like trying to listen in for everybody's voice and stuff, it's incredible. And like I usually when I play a dating simulator, because I usually play dating sims, occasionally, not a lot or anything. I usually like pick one and I pursue it, but like all of the daddies that you can choose from are just like so interesting, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know them all better. So it's pretty cool. It's a cool narrative, and I got kind of choked up the other day playing it because it was like it was a moment with me and my daughter. It's hard being a dad.
It's so like that was not what I expected from that game. Like I didn't expect it to be kicked like squarely in the feels. Sometimes repeatedly.
Yeah, I thought it would be like kind of sexy. I was looking for, some explicit stuff to happen. I was ready. I was waiting. But no, it's really nice. But besides that, I played a lot of base this week, streamed some PvP. Friday night, stayed up really late with my guildies, as I usually do. And there's this website where you can stream, like you can DJ YouTube videos. And so usually what we do is like, I'll DJ YouTube videos and you can all watch them at the same time. And like, it's like a turn-based kind of thing. But on Friday, it was like late 90s, early 2000s music video theme night.
Oh,
so it got weird.
Good.
It got weird.
Weird.
It was so good. Yeah, that was my week pretty much. Thanks for asking.
Oh, well, T, we normally don't ask you about your week, which is probably kind of rude now that I say that out loud.
Yes.
It's like, well, let's move on with the show now. There is no one else here that should talk about anything. But T, what about your week? You did something a little unusual.
Yes, I did. So my week, I work at a job where I get to go to different classes occasionally, and this week they sent me to the Motorcycle Safety Foundation course. Which, if anyone's done it or heard of it, it is the course where you get to basically ride a bike for 3 days. You have a little classroom work, but it's like very minimal classroom work. And at the end of it, you get a certificate that says, "Hey, congratulations, you passed the course. You can go get your motorcycle license now." So from someone whose experience with motorcycles is no motor and 2 wheels, I lost the training wheels a while ago, thank God. But to the end of it, I was doing figure eights and U-turns and like these tight turns from stops, things I did not think I would be able to do. No, it was tons of fun. And I'm excited. I don't know if I'll get a bike right away, but I think eventually down the road, it is definitely a goal.
Down the road?
Down the road, yes. But it was super awesome. So anyone that's like, because I do these courses all over the country, so anyone who's like, I'm thinking to get a motorcycle, but I don't know what I'm doing, I would highly recommend this course. It's a couple $100s, but you do get a huge discount on your insurance, because I used to sell that, and I can tell you that you do. But you learn a ton. And the classes are small. There were only 6 people. So if I'm an idiot myself, which I did, there was only 5 other people who I'll never see again that I did it with. So it's fine. It's totally cool. But yeah, it was super, super exciting. So I did that in real life this week.
How many people on bikes do you need to like make a gang? Like, is 6 people enough? Like, is that a gang?
I would be like intimidated if I saw 6 people. I'd probably be intimidated with 4. But I would say if you can count it on 2 hands, you're a gang for anything. That's my rule. If you have double hands.
No. Okay, so as a legitimate motorcycle enthusiast myself, I will say it is not the size of the gang, but the attitude of the gang.
Oh yeah, that's
the girth, if you would.
Come on. I'm
so
trying to be good.
I legitimately rolled up in DeLand, Florida. I don't know what had happened, but I was staying at a friend's house for bike week, and I'm all leathered up. I was actually wearing a leather vest with no shirt on, like ripped jeans.
Which is dangerous.
And yes, it is. But when you're a badass, you're more badass than the pavement, so it's okay.
Science.
Something was going on. My friend is getting yelled at from someone in a car who is getting out of their car until I pull up on my motorcycle, hop off, and I'm about, at the time I was, well, I guess I'm still 6'3", but I weighed about 230 and had a little bit of muscle on me. And I will tell you, he ran away like a little bitch. It was absolutely, dude was like getting out of his car, bowed up, man, I'm good. And he looks over and sees me walking at him and like immediately shuts his mouth, dives in his car and like screeches away. And I'm not that imposing of a person, but I think it was the motorcycle and the leather. And he was like, "Oh no, big bad biker gang." Or maybe he just thought I had the rest of the village people with me.
I would not be intimidating, leather or not. So
I always travel with both a policeman and a Indian chief.
Whoa. And a construction worker and a mailman. Someone dressed like a cat.
The people you hang out with, I'm now trying to figure out who would be the chief.
Yeah. Who's going to be the Indian chief? Who is it?
I don't know.
If you were a Village People character, who would you be, Thyst?
Real questions.
Probably the cop. Do you ever heard that song "Sex on the Phone"?
No, but the entire chat room is now Googling this.
Check it out. It's like the best video. It's like each member is talking to like, you know, a girl on the phone doing whatever. The song is called
quotes.
Yeah. And like they talk to a girl on the phone and the girl is like dressed like they are, but like the female counterpart. So it's like they just call her up and it's like, "Oh, you're also a construction worker? That's so hot. Oh, you're also a policewoman. That's so hot." It's so nice that they were able to find these super appropriate girls that they're interested in. That's a weird conversation. It's a good song though. Village People.
Entirely going to be listening to this after the show.
You're welcome.
That is bookmarked.
Thank you. Yes. So now that we've gone to our favorite Village People songs, Why don't we go ahead and talk a little bit about gaming? What have you been doing with games other than dating the hottest dads on the block?
In WoW, I'm at 5 out of 9 heroic and TOS at the moment. We raid on Wednesdays and Thursdays for 3 hours, and we spent Thursday wiping on host over and over and over, and we were missing our lock, so we had to pug somebody. And this dude, he came in and he said that he was a top. He was staying on top. He wanted to do top. Yeah, and we're like, no, we need you on the bottom. So he goes on the bottom, and you go on the bottom to interrupt ads. And dude was not interrupting. He was just doing massive DPS, which is great. But that's not why you're down there. We need you to interrupt, please. That'd be nice. But then after a bunch of wipes, he wasn't interrupting, obviously. So we said, please, can you interrupt? Like, nobody's interrupting. So he posts the meters, and he's like, I'm on top, blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's great, but that's not what we need you. Anyway, so he leaves, but not before saying, I want to be on top. I told you that. I don't go on the bottom. So bye. And then he leaves the party, pulls host, and then leaves. So that was fun. It was just like the cherry on top of a night of wiping. And like wiping's fine as long as you're progressing. And we were. So that was fun. But dude, just do you I don't understand. I've been a pug many times, and I don't understand how you get to the point where you have to just go there and be that pug. Who wants to be that pug? Well, the stereotypical bad pug.
I will say, in his defense, I've found it, at least in my life, a best practice to figure out if your new partner is a top or a bottom before.
I knew you were going there. I knew it.
Before entering a dungeon.
Yeah. Oh. I whispered him after he left, and I'm like, dude, are you actually top, though? And he didn't answer me. So.
Oh, that is glorious.
We would have had a great conversation. But yeah, we got Heroic Mistress down in one go on Thursday after wiping on her last week. So, progression's going really well. And I love that fight. It's so crazy. Are you guys progging in TOS? What's going on? You guys getting down bosses?
Yeah, so about that, as the host of a Blizzard World of Warcraft podcast, I'm definitely playing World of Warcraft a lot. I'm both warring and crafting.
At the same time?
Well, generally I like to split them up, but yes, in Legion I feel like things have gotten. No, I've been doing pet battles and just wandering around. So since I'm a WoD baby, I've been wandering around Pandaria because I never have before, and it's been really relaxing and nice,
isn't it? I go there a lot just to.
The music is so pretty.
Yeah, everything is absolutely gorgeous. Visually, that was the best expansion ever. It was just beautiful, and I love going there. Half Hill and wandering around the giant vegetables and the goats and stuff. It's so peaceful.
Because you had the piles of dirt that you had to collect, the apple.
Yeah.
I love doing that. That was my downtime. I was I'm just gonna go collect a bunch of stuff to get rep with these people so I can plant cooler things.
Yeah.
That farming was epic.
It was. That was so much fun. And it was just I don't know, so quaint. And there's dog. Except there was that dude. I don't know if you guys are on PvP servers. We're on PvP servers. So dude would hang out in his garden and then pop out and gank people and then pop back in. He was a great guy. That was sarcasm.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. Yeah. I do miss the PvP servers for stuff like that. And then I don't.
Yeah. Well,
because of stuff like that.
Well, it builds character. Did you guys try the dance studio yesterday, though?
No, I did not. I was.
Oh no!
I was biking.
I don't. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I've
been gone.
Well, let me recap it.
I watched streams, and I would love to hear about it.
Yeah, yes. It was great. It was it's the auction house and the music. The music was so catchy, and every once in a while, a different race would go up on stage, all the goblins and all the blood elves, and of course there's a bazillion blood elves because there's 2 classes.
Yeah.
So You get this buff, and it's called Happy Feet, and it's like it restores 5% health and mana per second, and it stacks up to 7 times for 7 days. So you got this buff for 7 days, and you just burst into like dancing randomly at any time. It's really fun.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's really nice, and it was just cool. Like one, seeing people go into the auction house fully expecting to sell things and buy things, and wondering aloud like what was going on, and then all of a sudden they'd be on stage and they'd be like, "What's happening?" And everyone would be like, "Who knows? I don't know what's happening." And it was just, I took a minute to like stand back and watch everybody, and like everybody's bringing out their pets and their toys and talking to each other and taking screenshots. And I love these. I don't know if you call it a micro holiday, but I love these new events in WoW because it really just seems to not bring people together because they're already together, but it kind of forces people to have fun with each other.
Oh yeah,
which is good and WoW. So I don't know. It was just really nice to see.
Yeah, it seems like they actually listen to us, and I guess we could all argue over this for days. But it seems like they actually listen to the complaints about isolationism in our garrisons.
and yeah,
And they're doing these. And I know before somebody in the chat says no, they're not, because you're not doing these events. Like, yes, they are. You just might not be doing them. They're trying out so many new things, and I think it's awesome.
It really is. Like the first micro holiday after BlizzCon was the Encourage event,
yes,
where it was Horde versus Alliance, and I mean, this might sound stupid, but like I burst into tears like once or twice because like, you know, I'm like actually doing something with my faction against the other faction. That's not like just killing a bunch of people, because I'm really good at PvP. But that's a humble brag. But just like when the Horde won, like it was like 3 a.m. and we'd been trying really, really hard, and we were in the lead, and it was just a feeling that I'd never felt before in game. And ever since then, like with the PvP brawls and the micro holidays and just like all the cool little things that don't really matter in the grand scheme of the game, but are just really fun to have, it's really added just like a completely new layer of community that I haven't felt since vanilla, probably, when we all didn't know what we were doing.
That's one thing. Like my favorite expansion was Wrath, because raiding was quite different back then. And like you'd see people pugging 25s, and sometimes you got one of those pugs, but for the most part, people were quite hopeful. And then it feels like every expansion since, you've been isolating yourself. And then now they're doing these little things to kind of be like, hey, how about you guys group up and go do this thing? And it doesn't matter because you're not going to get a reward other than maybe like bragging rights. But you can,
mad bragging rights.
can go do this thing together.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's been like faction pride and of course class pride with the class halls and everything.
Yes.
Like I love hanging out with other mages. It's so cool. I'm like, what are you wearing? What's your eye
that's
level?
what I
What's
do.
going on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, where'd you get that? Where's that from?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I want that
fetch you
one.
real quick. Can you just please hold still? Thank you.
Don't go in the portal. Every time.
So T, have you been playing games?
A wee little bit. It's been a while since I've been on this show. Let's see, games. I did the WoW thing. I can fly now in the WoW
Yay.
thing. Finally, after
Congrats.
months of being behind. I'm so behind this expansion. When you do event planning, you're focused on other stuff, and then you look around and you're like, oh yeah, there's a whole game that I need to play instead of auction housing and mailing and crafting. You get lost. But yeah, so I can fly now. Woohoo! We'll see how many times I accidentally dismount. I did that. I'm still addicted to Gym Wars, which is a mobile game that you shouldn't play because you have to log in every day if you want to get bonuses. And I can't help it. I can't. I just keep logging in. So
Did
that's
you say you have a
cool.
problem?
I do have a problem. It was supposed to be an effective toilet time game. And now it's turned into a, like, I got to check my Gym Wars. I got to see if I have gold. It's bad. Don't get it if you're looking for a time waster.
Gym Wars. Are you like at a gym fighting people, or
It's like Bejeweled. So you're matching stuff, but you have 4 guys on the side that have abilities. So when you match green stuff, this guy's ability builds up, and once you get so many green stuff, you can do a big attack to these 4 guys because you go against people. And I'm addicted.
I can see it in your eyes.
It's bad. It's super bad. It was supposed to just be like my 5-minute alone time game. because when you have kids, you relish that, and then it turned into so much more. So that's been taking over my life. We just got done. Well, not just, but since we last talked, we just got done with the CTR Kickstarter. So I'm going to be getting back into Mass Effect. Possibly this week. There's been some personal things going on, so possibly this week. Otherwise, definitely by the end of the month, we'll get a couple streams in there to get back in that and die a lot, because that's what I do.
Oh, great.
I die a lot. It's so hard.
Sounds fun.
But yeah, Cuddles, hon. We talked a little bit about your gaming. You're doing some daddy dating. Any other
I'm loving
exciting
the daddy
stuff?
dating. Destiny 2 beta. Like,
Yes.
I am not a Destiny guy, but I'm kind of falling in love with Destiny 2.
Uh-oh.
Like, I may be playing a lot of that. I'm thinking right now, and I'm looking at the date and wondering if it's still. I don't think it's still live. But no, this week was like a complete blur, because at the very last moment, I got a phone call to go to Atlanta to go to DreamHack. Now, DreamHack is this like massive esports thing over in Europe, and they're now starting to come to the US. And you go to BlizzCon, and I know Thyst has felt this. Like, you walk into BlizzCon and you see the people that you know, and you get the hugs, and you give the hugs, and then you totally miss bumping into Thyst like 2 years in a row, and then you feel horrible because at one point she was directly in front of your table, and you wave at each other, and you make eye contact, and then you can't find her for the rest of the night.
Where'd she go? I don't know.
No idea. I was like Prince Charming running around with a glass slipper, just trying it on people and asking them if they were Thyst.
I know.
And
apparently, there's a lot of people who look like me and talk like me and sound like me. And have my name.
None of them have the same size feet, evidently, though.
Yes.
It was a convenient way to pick you out from the crowd. But no, so that feeling of like knowing people and feeling comfortable, that was the complete opposite of DreamHack. I knew no one. They were all playing games that I have little to no experience in, like CS:GO and H1Z1 and Dota. Like, somebody had to tell me what it was. Like, I was standing watching it on a screen. I was like, "Is that League?" They're like, "No, that's Dota, man." Got to see a fist fight outside the convention center because,
Really?
esports.
Yes. I was on the phone with him when that happened. It was epic.
I always wanted to see a real fight.
This was kind of odd, because you would assume that it would be like two esports kids fighting each other, right? It wasn't. It was this, and the gentleman may have been the gentleman in question may have been an esports kid, but he was a 6'5", probably every bit of 390 some odd pounds, African American gentleman. And I look up, and these people are all yelling at each other, and it's this massive man, and then this other like rather slight man like pushing him and yelling obscenities. Well, I noticed that there like 15 of these people are all wearing shirts from the restaurant across the street. So I don't know what happened over there, but something happened that their entire staff came out to get in a fist fight with this gentleman in front of the World Congress Center right in downtown Atlanta. It was entertaining. The little man got pounded, the large man walked away, and then the cops showed up.
Whoa.
So I don't know if they ever found the big dude, because like the cops were wandering around. There was a bunch of cops wandering around the convention for like the next hour. I don't think they ever found him.
So exciting.
But
Do you think they ran
tip,
out of breadsticks?
I don't know what it was. I think he might have gotten handsy with the young man. I don't know. But if you're 5'3" and have to carry a 20-pound weight to weigh 100 pounds, do not pick a fight with the guy that didn't get in the NFL because he was too big. Like, bad idea. Bad idea.
It's common sense. Common sense.
I also wonder who was serving food at that point, because like the entire restaurant was out there. It was.
Oh yeah.
It was. I have had crazy restaurant times in my life, but never once has the entire staff walked out to get in a fight. So thank you, Atlanta, for being you. That was nice. I also spent a few white knuckle moments driving through a neighborhood in Atlanta that I was later told was the worst neighborhood in Atlanta as far as it goes for shootings, murders, and things of that nature. I was immediately aware that I had purple hair and was driving a very large, bright red Jeep, which isn't the norm in this neighborhood, just by the way. Atlanta was fun, and that's really been like my game experience the last week has been being at my first esports tournament. I had a blast. I got to speak on 2 panels. Huge shout out to DJ Knight, UGR Gaming, Vaudable, and Caldrath, one of our mods in the channel, was there. And also the charities One Up on Cancer and Charity Nerds for appearing on all those panels. It was so much fun. A lot of good things. But you guys didn't come here to listen to me blather on after I'm done talking for 10 minutes. I really should learn to shut up. Why don't we go ahead and jump right into the meat and the potatoes of this show? But right before we do, see, I like how I do this. I'm like, why don't we go do this thing? But no, let's go do another thing. Like, I'm the one that's in charge of saying that we're going to... I should work on that. Just tell us a little bit about you.
Like IRL or in-game? Because
whatever you
sometimes
want.
I can't. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Hi, I'm Thyst. I'm Canadian, but I live in the States. I'm a fire mage. I'm an archmage, actually. So, let's see. I've been playing since vanilla. I like to raid. I like to PvP. Just this expansion, though. But I've been on the PvP server for like 9 years. So that was an adventure in itself. Thanks, Halinka. Let's see. I've been playing bass for 17 years. That's a thing about me. I like Blizzard games. I'm kind of a diva main, but I really like playing Symmetra and Mercy as well. I'm kind of good at Junkrat. I just started playing HOTS like a lot, not just like a casual HOTS player, but just thanks to the summer sweepstakes, I've been playing at least 1 game a day. I used to be a Lunara main, but now I'm sort of branching into Brightwing and Li Ming, and I'm enjoying them a lot. What else? Oh, and I do a podcast called Lagging Balls, and it's pretty fun. It's been going for a while. I think has the Costas' biggest fan. Actually, I know I am. That's stupid. I guess that's it.
I think she's giving us a lot to talk about.
I'm trying so hard.
No, I think you covered a lot of things. First and foremost,
Yeah.
there's something that we need to dig into. Really dive head first into.
I don't
and
know where he's
explore
going
a
with
little
this.
bit. Tell us about Ian.
Sure. Okay. So
How tall is he?
Oh no! That's a good idea. How tall is he?
I'm not sure. He's definitely taller than me. I met him 3 times at BlizzCon last year, and I was wearing flats once, and then I was wearing heels the other 2 times, and he was still taller than me. So, I'm not sure how tall I am, and then I would have to do math. So I'm just gonna say he's a bit taller than me. Maybe like 6 feet. I'm not sure. He's amazing and really smart. He's got blue eyes and brown hair. And he's extremely patient with me and very nice.
What
Aw.
is his favorite food?
I'm not sure, but
You
he really
you claim number 1 fan. I'm just
Well,
saying these are some things that I would expect a
I've
number
never
1
asked
fan
him
to know.
I asked him what kind of pie he likes the best, and he said pizza pie. And I've asked him what kind of sandwiches he likes best, and he says basically all of them, like from a Reuben to a PB&J. He really likes eating food, like good food. Like he's kind of a foodie. He's also like a beer guy. He's really into like fancy beers.
Interesting. So, if you were to go on a date with Ian Hazzikostas, what would your idea of an ideal date?
Playing WoW.
Oh,
That's
that's a
adorable.
perfect answer.
That's
Right?
wonderful.
Because it would be great, wouldn't it? Because like playing WoW with a dev or the game director would be so insightful, and you could learn so much, couldn't you?
Oh heck yeah!
Oh yeah.
I had the privilege of hanging out for about 9 hours in Celestalon's apartment
Whoa.
last year, and it was because evidently I have a lot of hair. But no, like I never knew this. Celestalon actually plays WoW with a oh my gosh, what do they call it? The little drawing pads.
Really?
That people use to draw. Like you have the pen and it's like a big touchpad, like a Cintiq. I think that's the cheap one. But anyway, he actually uses a pen to play WoW. A keyboard
Whoa.
and a pen.
Interesting.
Yes. If you're ever upset about anything being out of balance, blame Celestalon and his pen.
So that would be hard for me because I'm left-handed. So I'd have to like WSD with the right hand. This could not work.
Oh,
This
yeesh.
would not happen.
Yeah, I used to play on a laptop, and I had one of those little like scrolly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
sucked. That's
But
how I
like-
rated Wrath.
Yeah. Me too. On my bed because I didn't want to
Yes.
sit at a desk. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was the best place to rate because you can just lounge and you're just like.
Absolutely.
But then
feel
I don't-
comfortable.
I left mine on my legs, so then my legs would get hot. So afterwards,
yeah.
like I'd lift the laptop up. I'm like, I'm gonna have
You have, like,
sunburn,
wet
not from
legs.
sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Memories.
That's good. Oh Lord. Okay, so we've touched on the Ian fanboying, which why wouldn't you? Let's
touched
talk. Oh, yes. Let's talk about podcast you do. So you mentioned legging balls. We know it's over 100 episodes, which congratulations. That was recently, like within the past few months.
Yeah, that was in May. Yeah, we reached 100 episodes. That was pretty cool.
Which is exciting because we talked about earlier, the 100 means you've done it. Like, congratulations, you can quit now. But you guys didn't,
No.
so that's good. And then you do that with a chap. I think his name is Thorn.
Thorn? Yeah.
Thorn.
yeah.
Tell us about legging balls and Thorn. How's that like? How'd the name come about even?
Oh, the name. Honestly, we had a list of names at the beginning, and Lagging Balls was like the only one that nobody wanted for some reason. Like it wasn't online anywhere. Like laggingballs.com wasn't taken. I don't know why. But it's sort of it's interesting because like a lot of people we found out take it sort of in the wrong way. Like it's not meant to be explicit, if you will. It's literally something that we would say a lot because both Thorn and I used to play on absolutely terrible machines, and we would be literally lagging balls all of the time. So it seemed kind of appropriate back then. But yeah, nobody wanted that name, so we picked that. And I don't know, we're huge podcast fans, and I have some background in radio broadcasting, and so we went for it, and we really wanted to keep Blizzard positivity foremost in what we do, just because we love it, and we love listening to other podcasts that obviously love gaming and love Blizzard as much as we do, and we like to get hype about things, and we also wanted to make sure that the podcast was a lot like how we hang out with our friends in comms, just like making fun of each other, telling terrible jokes, etc. So we've been going with that, and it's been working out pretty well. And we did hit episode 100, and we did a 24-hour stream for that. It was really crazy.
That
went for 24 hours. Thorn went to sleep for a few hours, so technically he didn't do it, but I did, and it was great. And we had a lot of people hanging out with us, and we raised like over $650 for the ASPCA, which was awesome. Everybody loves cats and dogs, so. But yeah, you guys are coming up on 100. Maybe you should do a 24-hour live stream.
I'm down.
Fun.
I'm
Yeah.
totally down to clown. See, you win.
Yeah, once we time out when our 100 is. I don't work Mondays. So
It'll be right after the 99th.
Yeah. Scientific.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. You're so much help, love. Love it. No, yeah, we can do it. We could stack up. I know you're a big charity. We could do something there. But yeah, we'll do 24 hours. God, that's a long time to be awake. Do you start with booze or do you end with booze? Like, how's the caffeine to booze?
I normally don't drink on
Okay.
24s.
Okay.
No.
Like I'll have a drink like in the last half hour. I'll grab a drink, but that's yeah.
You got to eat but not eat
Don't-
too much, then you get tired.
I don't do the coffee with the caffeine very much because like one 5-hour energy, and I'm just like, can you guys see those sounds? Like you see those sounds?
So that might work. Yeah, I only got tired like twice, and once was an accident because I had a sandwich, and usually eating sandwiches makes me tired because it's such an event, you know?
It's the bread.
Yeah, or the excitement. I'm not sure.
Yes.
And okay, so every guest we have on, I creep on you. So if you're going to be a guest this show, I'm going to creep on you a lot. I saw Kicking Ass Bassist, which is like the coolest name ever.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at playing bass, I guess. I've been playing it for like 17 years. I hope to be pretty good at this point. But yeah, I used to play bass and sing and harmonica and stuff in bands back when I hadn't devoted my life to Blizzard. That was kind of my thing. But yeah, ever since I've moved to the States, like I haven't really picked up playing music with other people. So, but it's definitely something I'd like to do again in the future if I have time. Podcasting's kind of like music a little bit. I mean, it's audio. People listen to it. You know, I sing a lot of my podcasts, mainly Michael Bolton covers. I'm not sure why, but
Ooh,
yeah, gotta love
getting
Michael Bolton.
sultry.
Because he's
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
So I'm an orchestra nerd. So when I first saw Kicking Ass Bassist, I was thinking like this
Oh
type of bass,
no.
not this type of bass. And I was like, no, not a lot of people brag about this type of bass. So
I would. That's
Other
a
one.
lot. That's a lot to handle. That's like holding a person and strangling it and playing
It
its
is.
strings. If the person had strings.
like the intestine, we're gonna get weird here. We should kick it off somewhere else.
Wow, I'm usually the one that gives this a dark turn. That's
love her.
glorious.
I'm
Was-
a bad influence.
Was Thyst, you've been playing since vanilla, so was Thyst your first character? Is that just because that's how Turrets is for me? Like that was
Oh, really?
it. Yep.
Aw, that's cute. No, I've had a lot of characters. Thyst, I think I started in 2009. I never really wanted to be a mage before that, but you know when you're like kind of in a rut and you're not really enjoying your character, or it's not you're not enjoying it, but it's just like it's not clicking. I'd been a BM hunter for quite a while before that, and was really enjoying like pet collecting and stuff. But I wasn't progressing on her, and the playstyle didn't suit me, and I didn't know that. I just thought like, oh, I'm just not good at the game. That sucks. But then when that happens, you kind of have to like push yourself out of your comfort zone and try a different class, because that's what WoW does. It gives you options. It's like, oh, I'm not good at this, so I'll try something else. Oh, I'm not enjoying this, I'll try something else. So I tried mage and kind of clicked, and I've been a mage ever since, and a frost mage primarily. But this expansion, I did fire because my raid lead told me to. So that's where I'm at right now. And it's been fun.
That is, I just want to hit on that. That is a great like story, because sometimes people get frustrated with the game, and it may just be, I don't want to say you're forcing it, but you're just forcing that class.
Yes.
So like switch it up. Like there are 12,
Exactly.
13.
There's at least 50.
There's a ton, and then you got the combinations of tank and heal. There's a ton. Just like get a dartboard, throw it, and then that's your new class.
Exactly. I mean, it's if you don't like melee, try ranged. If you don't like that, try healing. Like that's why WoW has been going for so long, because like there's so many things that even me as a vanilla player haven't hardly touched on at all. Like pet battling, like, and PvPing. I only, like I said, got into PvPing this expansion. It's always been something that I'm meaning to try, and I don't know. That's why it's hard that Blizzard has so many other great games now, because I don't have time for them. And it's a great problem to have, but it always goes back to WoW. Or
Yeah.
dating simulators, apparently. That's another story.
WoW can be a dating simulator, depending on what server you're
Yeah.
on.
I have attended a wedding in WoW. Like legit.
So have I. Oh, it's
It
the
was-
cutest thing.
Yeah,
Where was
it was
yours?
a little awkward. We did it in Stormwind, but it was a little awkward because in real life, the wife was married and her husband was in our guild, but she was dating someone else that was in our guild without her husband knowing,
Oh.
and those two got married in the game. And it was a little awkward. It was super pretty and cute. We did fireworks. And
Yeah.
it was super pretty. Awesome.
That's juicy. That's some gossip right
Very
there.
awkward. Yeah, it was. Yeah, there's a reason we switched to Horde like right before Kata came out because it all came out in the open, and we were just like,
Oh,
outs. Good luck, guys.
whoa.
Have
That
fun.
is. Can you
Yeah.
elaborate on that? Like, that's.
Yeah. So how it started, like my husband played WoW before me. And then I came in the picture. He moved because he had a job and got into WoW again because of his friends. He moved back to Iowa where I live now and or where we live now, and his roommate came with him. And so it was us living with this guy. We started playing again, more hardcore, some old friends, that sort of thing. And we found a pug, and happened to be a really good pug. She was a girl, which I liked because being a girl, like, and this was the days of Ventrilo. So, no, a while ago. She's like, I have this other person that can come with us. We didn't know it was her husband at the time. Well, her name was Carmi, and then Monolith is our roommate. They're super flirty. And so it's our roommate that's with this, and they're on Skype all the time, and you can tell it's like really intimate Skypes, like super intimate Skype stuff. And then it comes out that guy that she brought in was her husband.
Oh.
And we're like, oh shit. Like, so then we start noticing the flirty stuff only happens if he can't make it to raid that night. Like, and then they're super like emoting and like very non PG 13ish because that's we threw the F bombs like we were,
Of
whatever.
course.
And then they like she approached me and she's like, "Hey, can you be my maid of honor? We're gonna get married in game." And I'm like, "Okay, I guess." And then he approached Matt, was like, "Hey, can you be my best?" Like we did this whole thing, like, and we're all sitting here like, because my husband and I were playing in the same room at that point in time, and we're just like, "Okay, she's married. Like everyone knows what's going down. Like she's married in real life." So they get married, and yeah, they exchanged like ring. Like it was really cute, really awesome when you step back. And then a couple months go by. We're getting mad because we can't like down the Lich King. We have one of those players that you keep on the team, but just can't like can't shift and click at the same. Like he just, you love him to death, but he couldn't.
Yeah.
And some people were getting mad because we were like carrying him, but it's like no, like he's OG. He does DPS. He has his spot. He's not the reason we're wiping. Like we're looking at the stuff. He's not the reason we're wiping. And so then someone says, well, if Carmi and Monolith stop flirting, like, and then it just all like, boom.
Oh, no.
And we were like, we're going to go try Horde for a bit.
It's a good move.
We did. We went to Storm Scale. It was a dead server. We thought it was going to be hopping. It was not hopping. And then Convert to Raid came back and we went back to Alliance. But yeah, it was really awkward for us to have to be in Ventrilo with her husband and be like, yeah, hi, how's it going? Like,
hello. We don't have any secrets. What's going on? I don't feel bad for you.
So of course, off of speak, like my husband and I are sitting here, like just bad, like gossiping, like two old women who don't have anything better to do.
Oh, but isn't that the best?
But that's what you do. Like, yeah. I will say, like, I have minus the awkward drama. Like, I have not found a raid team that has been as like camaraderie and as like I don't want to say naughty, but as I felt at home at since then. So like good memories there. Awkward, but good memories. Yeah, but
Are you searching for this sort of
not the scandalous
Fidelity-esque like rating team?
No.
I'm sure there's one out there. Oh my god! Before somebody creates a CTR raid team called Infidelity.
Whoa!
I don't know.
Someone needs to do this right now.
Nope.
I will raid with you.
I feel like that one might not get approved.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure.
Because they do have to be approved. Just FYI. But you could totally do it outside of CTR. Like
there you
can
go.
do anything outside of CTR.
You can. You can even play Horde. Like there's a whole other faction.
Yeah. I would just like to shout out all the CTR members that have joined my guild because they have Horde tunes that they need to park somewhere. Hi guys.
I have Horde tunes I need to park somewhere. What server are you guys?
Boulder Fist US.
Boulder Fist.
Everybody's welcome.
Aw.
I do have some ones that I paid attention to and now I have forgotten for like 2 years.
Yeah.
I need to roll a Horde tune.
You do.
I
Come to my guild.
I have one. I have a Tauren.
See, that's
good.
That's what we could do for part of our 100th. We're just going to start level 1s on Boulder Fist and spend a few hours being like, let's see what we can do with these.
I would love that. I could run you guys through
There we
anything.
go.
Yeah.
I'm writing this down on a piece of paper. I will not lose.
I'm so glad she's doing that because I'm gonna end up forgetting. I'm horrible about these things. That's why she's here. New raid team name Ashley Madison Interlopers.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
I love it.
The AMI.
Chat room is on
love it.
point tonight. But yeah, something else. We'll kind of bring it back around. BlizzCon, are you going? Are you excited? What are you looking forward to?
I am going.
Okay.
I am beyond excited, especially because when the third wave of tickets went out, a lot of my guildmates who had missed the first two got tickets, like
that's
a bunch of
awesome.
them. Yeah, so I only got to meet 2 last year, which is still great. But this year I'm going to meet so many of my dearest friends. Like honestly, I'm super foreign and I don't really have any IRL friends. Hi. But in my general vicinity, so it's just my WoW friends have been everything to me, and I get to hang out with them, and that's I'm really looking forward to that second most. First most seeing again, of course, but second most, seeing my best friends for the first time. That'd be great too. But yeah, I think this year is going to be even better. I've managed to make a lot of friends this year that I'm going to see in the community. And I'm just really looking forward to getting all of the hugs and, basically people touching me as I walk past. Because that's what happens at BlizzCon, apparently. I mean, right? I mean, that happens to you guys, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to touch your butt, right? That's some
a
sort
thing?
of weird BlizzCon greeting, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's normal.
Okay. So people are supposed to inappropriately and without permission stick their hands in my kilt.
That's why you wear a kilt, right?
Entirely.
That's
why.
where the banana hammock comes in, right?
Yeah,
That's where the
open
secret
invitation.
banana hammock. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what the kilt symbolizes, actually. In
Really?
Scottish lore. Yeah.
Oh.
Open for business. But in, Scottish.
Also, I don't wear a sequin banana hammock underneath
I think
my
you
kilt.
do. Until
What
I
color
see
is it
otherwise,
then?
I'm starting this rumor.
On a good day, I occasionally have lipstick under there. That's
Oh, snap.
yeah.
Fudge.
Yeah.
I am
Let
not
me
being-
have that one.
I
I
did,
could
I
have not do
did.
that.
I did.
Wish.
I did. That was good.
Mm,
That was
yeah.
really good. Fudge. I have to give you props.
Well, you're also you're doing a thing at the BlizzCon. Well, right before the BlizzCon, aren't you?
Are we allowed to talk about that?
I don't know. Can we? Because I feel like I have.
I don't
already.
know.
I don't know.
We
either.
just open a door.
Let's-
We have to close.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I said that we can, and I don't know.
It's
Ro
on
can
you
hate
if
me.
we get in trouble.
Yeah, I officially say that we are talking about this. If Ro listens to this, I have
He's
said
gonna,
this.
though. That's what he does.
Ro so
Listens
doesn't.
to everything. He says he doesn't, but he does.
I feel like he never listens to this.
Let's choose different adjectives. So instead of whatever you're supposed to say, use the word lipstick.
Okay. Yeah, that's fresh on our minds and
We're
bodies.
gonna Mad Lib this. We're gonna Mad Lib it.
Yeah. So before BlizzCon, some of us, including myself, are gonna be on some lipstick and lipstick about lipstick. I can't do this.
Yeah,
I was never very good at Mad Libs.
I was going to
They're
be very
very-
amazed if you could.
Oh, no.
Congregation of the peoples.
So, okay, I'll take a crack at it. So,
Okay.
before a certain event in Anaheim, which I don't know, you guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about. There's going to be a small gathering of people. They'll
Very
be
small.
convening before BlizzCon, possibly before a storm. I don't know, but it could be sunny as well. I really can't. Like the weathercasters can't get it right for tomorrow. I'm not going to guess what it's going to be like in November. But we're gonna assume that they're going to be convening before a rain shower, and there's going to be a group of people similar to like a panel of of something, and they're going to be talking about things, and some of the people here that are going to BlizzCon may or may not be a part of that, and
I have no idea.
yeah, I didn't either. But hypothetically speaking, one of these people who enjoys wearing kilts would be very excited to have another person who is evidently a kick-ass bassist on said thing that they were doing. Like really, really super effing excited, like fanboying out.
Yeah, and the other person must be like insanely excited as well, probably. Like so excited. Like pee your pants excited.
Potentially.
Yeah. Potentially.
Okay.
Scientifically, yeah. That was really difficult.
That's really good.
I'm not getting in trouble for this, by the way. You brought it up.
Cuddles Rule, if you're listening, this is 100% Cuddles' fault.
Yeah,
we can't blame our guests.
This is entirely me. Have they said that we can't?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm just trying to be good, you know?
I feel like it's weird that we're not. Like, I feel like now is when we should.
I don't know. They just, like, haven't announced it yet or something. I'm not. But Ro listens to everything. Like, he's actually psychic.
He's listening right now.
Yeah. He can
He
tap
just popped in.
Like, you know how Professor X had Cerebro? And he'd go in there and put the helmet on, and then he could, like, be connected with all the mutants in the world? Yeah. You know that, right? He's like that. Like, he goes into his computer room and puts on his headset, and he's, like, automatically linked with all of the Blizzard podcasts in the entire world. And he can listen to them at the same time. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that either, but you have to know. He's got powers.
It is I, Ro. For I am almighty, and I am everywhere. Whenever 3 or more are gathered and speak my name, I shall be there. Oh my god, that was really creepy that cat was like climbing up behind your house.
Yeah,
It's her bro. Oh my good lord.
So
yeah,
I didn't know you could do that. Oh wow.
Yes, I can also. I also Ro actually. Hold on. Rose calling me right now from a CB radio on his.
Hey guys, it's Ro here. What are y'all talking about? Come on, man. That's a big 10-4 there, good buddy. You can't be talking about that shit. What are y'all doing now? Oh, come on.
I don't know.
Is that what Ro sounds like? Because I'm not sure.
Exactly. If you've ever listened to his podcast, that is exactly what.
I guess I've been listening to the wrong podcast.
Yeah, it's very easy to confuse him with another not redneck that doesn't talk through a CB.
Gotcha.
What
other funny voices do you have? Do you have like high-pitched chipmunk voice?
Those are the two that I have hotkeyed. But yes, there is a ridiculous amount. So the thing that I use, it actually has like songs. So I can pick like the filter for Oye Como Va. And it does like the exact like audio effects that you would use for that. I'm trying to find something that I could actually attempt to not sing.
We used to use that. There's like an add-on in Mumble, I think, or TeamSpeak. I can't remember. And it was awful. And people would just use it. And you could go really high or really low. And it was a great way to lose friends, gain enemies.
Yeah. I try to keep it to a minimum. But I use it a lot in my stream. It's fun. I have like an evil demon one that I can't. Anyway, this is compelling radio content. So you had mentioned something earlier that I would actually like to touch on. You had said that you have a background in broadcasting. Can you talk about that at all?
Absolutely. I went to college the first time for radio broadcasting. I was super into being a musician, and I kind of didn't know what I wanted to be other than a rock star, like just going out of high school. So I thought, okay, what can I take that's kind of like being a rock star? Oh, radio, because they play music on radios. So that was the extent of my, I don't know, hope for the future at that point. So I went to college for radio broadcasting, and it was actually pretty great because I learned a lot about sound engineering and speaking properly on air. And I mean, that's gone out the window, but I learned it once. But I did drop out after the first year. It wasn't for me. It was less about the music and more about just like running a station. And when you're on air, there's a lot of rules and regulations, obviously, that I didn't realize. So, but yeah, so obviously now I wish that I'd stuck with it because it would have helped out a lot. But I learned enough to make a somewhat cohesive podcast now, so that's good. But then when I went back to college, I went for theater because what else can you do at that point, right? And now that's why I am a podcaster and not a lawyer or someone who makes a lot of money. Stay in school, kids. Don't do theater.
Yeah. Also, philosophy degrees, children, they allow you to think very deeply while waiting for your unemployment check. Just not that I have any experience.
So great
about that.
Life choices. It's great. Yeah. But that's all that was. But yeah, I think that's why I felt well suited for podcasting, and I think I'm doing an okay job. Okay.
I would say you're doing a phenomenal job. You guys have like absolutely crushed past 100 episodes. You're one of the most popular and talked about podcasts that I ever like hear about in the Warcraft world. Like, y'all are incredible, and you're doing an amazing job. And don't ever stop doing it.
I won't. I mean, I was thinking about giving up right now, but now that you've said that, I'll never stop. Thank you.
It was me. You can all thank me now.
I will.
Thank
you for the next 200 episodes of Laggy Balls.
There you go. I'm gonna come around like episode 300. I'm gonna be like, hey, you're welcome.
Because of me.
Yeah.
Send you a sound clip that's like, hi, this is Cuddles. You're welcome.
Can you sing you've seen Moana, right? Can you sing You're Welcome? Okay. Have you seen it, Cuddles?
Yes, I have.
Sing You're Welcome. You should do that. 300th episode. You need to sing that.
Okay.
Or
but you need to make it podcasty.
I should sing a podcasty version. You want me to sing?
Because it's like, thank you for the trees, the coconut. Like you can't thank them for coconuts.
Okay, hold on. Y'all talk for one moment. I'll be right back.
But this is gonna be good. But yeah, so you're doing the BlizzCon thing. You're a kick-ass bassist, leg and balls. Any juicy stories on Thorn since he can't really contribute right now?
Let's see. He's actually an ex-convict. He used to smuggle. He used to do the thing in like Grand Theft Auto where he'd kick people out of cars and steal the cars, except it would be like exclusively Dorito trucks. So he'd see like a Dorito truck going by. Yeah. So he'd like drive up and like drive in front of the truck, and then the truck would stop and he'd go and he'd like pull the door open and like kick the guy in the face, and then he'd take it. And and then he would call that like his Dorito score.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So in jail they used to call him the Dorito King, and he'd like trade Doritos for like, toiletries and the like.
Other stuff.
And he'd grind down the Doritos into a fine like dust.
Oh, he went too far.
You went too far.
You can't do that. Once you start snorting it, you can't come back. Like you've given up.
Like that Cool Ranch, it's not so cool after 3 years on the Cool Ranch. I don't know, but yeah, that's all completely true and not fabricated.
Fact, you can't lie on the internet, guys. Everyone knows that. As soon as the mic goes up, it's all truth.
Yeah. But yeah, and he started playing in Wrath, I think. So he's not a vanilla player like I am. So did I mention? Obviously, yeah. He's American, so I mean, no offense, but he's no Canadian. Let's see. He went to sleep during the 24-hour live stream for a little while. So what's that about? And
shame.
Yeah,
shame.
I know. That's pretty much it. Really, it's like a thrilling Dorito bandit background. And then, he got out of jail and turned to a life of WoW. And here we are.
See, WoW will drag you back into the Doritos, though. Like the yellow finger thing.
Oh, yeah. Like, before I went vegan, actually, there is a vegan flavor of Doritos. And it's sweet chili heat. Not that great. Vegan? I am.
Nice.
Yeah, so I can down the sweet chili heat, like, no problem. But it's not as good as the other flavors. Did you try the cheeseburger flavored Doritos when they came out?
Those were terrible.
No, they were so good.
They were? I was not a fan of them.
You could taste the pickle in it. Like how do they do that?
There was a, what was it? Cheeseburger pizza Pringle.
Ooh.
I don't know why you need the pizza in there. You could have just done cheeseburger Pringle, but you could taste the pickle in that. And I love the pickles. Pickles are good.
Seriously, like as a Canadians, we love our pickles. We love our vinegars. It's like,
yeah.
It's like when you go to a restaurant that serves French fries, you will typically see on a Canadian table vinegar, as long as like a salt and pepper and ketchup. So it's just really weird being in this country where there's like such a lack of vinegar. Like I need it to be convenient. I always need it with me. And also, you guys don't have giant dill pickles, like garlic dill pickles. Oh man, you guys don't know what you're missing. And then we have like pickle flavored chips and pickle flavored sunflower seeds and just all like pickle everything.
Pickles are good.
See, I feel like you should come to the South because we entirely have that down here.
Are you inviting me?
Come on.
All right.
I'm like 45 minutes away from Disney.
Cool. I'll start walking.
All right.
I'm not sure where I am. Where's New Jersey in relation to where you are?
Like right around the corner. You should like
Oh, really?
probably be here by spring.
Okay.
Yes.
I can handle that.
Yes. All right. So am I really trying to sing? Was that
When do you
really...
think go?
I was going to give you to thy 300th episode, but you
We'll try.
you did it.
I didn't. I wasn't. Why would I ever say that? I mean,
Okay. I see what's happening here. Your face to face. Yeah, we're not doing this.
Oh, come on. I was just getting into it.
I have to be drunk.
Be drunk. Cuddle wife. Go get him tequila.
I wish we had to. If we had tequila, I would be. My back is killing me tonight.
Okay, I'm going to write this down. This is going on my list. For our 100th episode, Cuddles will have a You're Welcome song.
Can we do karaoke at BlizzCon?
Hell yeah. If we don't
Really?
do karaoke at BlizzCon, I will be disappointed.
Me too. I love karaoke.
I want the two things that have been missing from my last two BlizzCons have been Korean barbecue and karaoke.
I can do one of those things.
Oh, yeah. I guess it's not very...
You eat, I'll sing.
Okay. Oh, my gosh. Korean karaoke barbecue.
Yeah.
Is this
Make it
a
a thing.
thing? Anaheim, make this happen. Please. Please. So, T, you got anything else for the wonderful and lovely Thyst?
I think we've covered just about everything and more than I could possibly imagine. We've done well.
Well, this is going to bring us to a magical, wonderful, very special time for our show. It's going to bring us for the time for shout-outs. Thyst, do you have anybody you'd like to shout out?
I do. I have two, actually. First of all, it's Kara at Zandara on Twitter. It is her birthday. So happy birthday. I hope it's been a good one. And you're probably not listening or watching right now because you're partying. Because we all know how hardcore she is. I have no idea. So happy birthday. And obviously Ian Hazakostas, who's also not watching or listening right now, but he might.
He does watch. Fact. I know that.
Yeah. So hi. That's it. But yeah, those are my shout outs. Thank you.
T, what about you?
I love it. Shout outs. Goodness. Shout out to Jules. I was on TTT I guess it's only been a week and a half, but thank you for that. Awesome. I can check that off of my to-do list for a podcast that I need to be on.
Nice.
So that was exciting. Shout out to, I dibble-dabbled in the PUBG, I still can't. It's PUBG, right? Yes, it is. I play the game and I don't know it. Without Cuddles for the first time. And I will say there were no accidental face shots, which was interesting. Like, I don't know how people do that. But no, I do not like playing it by myself. But no, I was trying to figure it out more. And then I was like, nope, I need to do this with peoples. So I made it to 60, and I was very proud of myself.
Congrats.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, Accidental Face Shots is the name of my REO Speedwagon cover band.
I can see that.
I love REO Speedwagon.
I get
Can
to
we
see them
sing
in
that?
concert.
What?
Yes, them and Styx. Not like I'm sure it wasn't
What?
the original band.
Oh
but I saw
my
them
gosh.
like, 5-6 years ago. Really, really
We're
good
from
concert.
a friend who. Let's karaoke that.
Okay, I'm down.
Not now, but at BlizzCon.
Okay.
Even if there's no karaoke going on.
That's fine. We'll just, you're now coming on the Well Played stream, and we're just going to sing REO Speedwagon.
I would love that.
Okay. Done. Sneak preview, guys. For me, shout outs. That's the thing. First and foremost, Nymphadora, the wonderful and incredible Nymphadora, for allowing me a place to lay my weary head in Atlanta this weekend. My trip was very, very last minute, and to be completely honest, was nowhere in my budget. And she made it possible for me to be there. So huge, huge thank you to both you and your husband for opening up your lovely, lovely home. I already miss your dogs. I miss Tonk Cuddles. But also shout out to Kara, which I was totally planning on doing and didn't just hear from Thyst.
Yay.
But shout out to Kara, my raid leader. It's horrible that I didn't know it was your birthday, but I totally did because I'm shouting you out now. Also, shout out to my mod, Caldrath, for coming and being on one of the panels that I was on at DreamHack, and then filling in as a last minute moderator on the other panel. So nice to see him and get to hang out. Shout out to two people that won't listen, but I love them, UGR Gaming and DJ Knight. Guys, if you Twitch, you should be following these two guys. UGR works for XSplit and is an incredible streamer in his own right. DJ Knight is just bae. Also, happy birthday to Epic Lala, his wife. And I think that's all I have. One last thing I would like to mention. I'm going to drop a link in chat for this. It's always scary pasting things into chat. Okay, yeah, that was the right one. August 12th in Brandon, Florida, which is just outside of Tampa. We're having a Tampa stream community meetup, but I'm extending this to all of our CTR and WoW family as well. Guys, if you want to come out, it's been a while since I've thrown together a meetup. The last one we had about 35 people at. It was super, super fun. I'd hope to see as many of you as can make it. If you can, just RSVP over on Meetup. It's Saturday, August the 12th from 6 to 9 at Buffalo Wild Wings. We can have wings and drink beer, or have celery and drink vegan cider.
Woo!
Is beer vegan?
Yeah, usually.
Okay, cool.
You're good. Yeah, you're good.
See, I could do vegan then.
Yeah, you're fine.
There's no way I could give up bacon. I'm not even gonna. That is not happening in my life. So guys, this is the last magical moment of our show, where I get down on my virtual knees and I beg and I plead for you to leave those all-important 5-star iTunes reviews. That's right. I need you to leave 5 stars for the game case, or 2 stars for Blue Balls, a podcast about frustration, a little bit of anxiety, some sadness, but most of all, pain. Wow. 2 stars for Blue Balls, 5 stars for the game case. Thyst, where can people find you on the internet?
Hang on, I gotta clear up my brain. You can find me on Twitter at Thyst03. Otherwise, you can find everything else on laggingballs.com. You can search for Lagging Balls on Google, on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, if I didn't say that already. We're pretty much everywhere. Just watch out for the Google image search. I don't know what you're going to find.
Oh, my God.
But don't blame me. Do blame me if you like it. But if you don't like it, it's not my fault.
I'm hitting the image button and seeing what happens.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm entirely doing this right now, too.
It's actually fine. It's just a bunch of pictures of you and Thorn.
Doing what?
Actually,
okay.
Actually, more of you. More of you than Thorn. Sorry, Thorn.
Well, he was in jail for so long.
You got to pick the prettier one. I mean, if... just how...
So, favoritism. I know you like better. How's it going? I mean, you said you were married, but, it's okay.
Hey,
what's that guild you're starting?
Well, then. AMI.
Yeah. Oh, the AMI.
Yes.
See you there.
Yeah. AMI.
Awkward
wow.
wink.
There you go. We went there. It's awesome. We love it. Guys, that is going to do it for this week's episode. Thank you so much to Thyst, and thank you to Turarts. This was a lot of fun. It was an absolute pleasure having you on.
Thank you for having me. I'm such a huge fan, you guys. You have no idea. Thank you so much.
Oh, I think we finally made it in the podcasting, Cuddles.
I'm done. There's
92
no more
episodes.
podcasts.
You guys, stop crying. I'm just kidding.
I'm like totally like fake crying because I kind of teared up just a little bit when you said that. So let's go ahead. Ladies, will you say bye?
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Game Case Show. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. You can find Cuddles at The Game Case, Tourarts at Tourarts, and you can find the show at The Game Case Show. Join us live Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/thegamecase. Archived episodes are available at youtube.com/thegamecase. The theme music for the show is Celtic Impulse by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com and is licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0.